If you're watching this part of the live stream, then I know you're watching the posted video after the fact because I have not actually gone public yet. But right now I'm going to take the time, as usual, to set my thumbnail, title, all of that while we wait for people to join the lobby. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. Aha, here we go, here we go. Popped up rather quick. Makes it easy. So today we're going to be doing GT3s. Nürburgring, just a little test and tune. Anyone wanted to join, they could join, test, and let's see which of the GT3 cars is actually the best. According to my AI testing, it sure seems like the Lamborghini is the best at a track like this, and they're showing the BMW being the best at the high speed tracks. So we're going to find out, see what we come up with today. We'll try this Porsche. In most of my testing, the Porsche's been really off pace by a lot. So we're going to try to make something happen with it today. Just got to add a description, then my tags. Oops. So far, no one's joined the lobby. It's pretty curious. It doesn't look like there's many people online, and this is peak USA time. So definitely worrisome. Definitely worrisome. And that's in custom lobbies. And someone responded to one of my comments on another person's video saying that he's been playing ranked for 4 weeks and hasn't had a single problem online or a disconnect. Guy's probably one of the luckiest PMR players in the world because I'll have 2 or 3 disconnects when I try to join someone's custom lobby. I think it was Boris's. I joined his custom lobby and he had like a 30-minute practice session and the game froze up connecting to the internet. So then I had to restart the game. And then I disconnected twice during his practice. So it's pretty much 3 disconnects within a 30-minute period. So hopefully they do something about the online stability. Because no matter how good the cars drive, if people repeatedly get disconnected, I mean, they're not going to waste their times. They're not going to waste their time, especially with streaming it. You know, like someone like me on PS5, I stream on PS5. So if the game locks up or freezes and shuts off my PS5, then it ends the stream. You know, if I streamed through a computer like Jester, then you would see the disconnect happen. But instead, because I stream directly from PS5, if I get a disconnect or the game locks up, then boom, it just ends the stream. And then I got to start a whole new stream, stuff like that. Well, what is up, everyone in the live chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to join up, join up. Let's run some laps. We're going to do some test and tune. Just fun little test and tune. We're going to break it up every 30 minutes with like a little 5-lap race. And each new session, I'm going to jump in a different car. Since we're here at the Nürburgring GP, I'm going to do the German cars today. So we're talking about the Porsche, the Mercedes, the BMW. Should be a fun time. Ah, yeah, Jester. I got you, bro. Yeah. Well, hopefully, it all depends, man. I'm streaming till I DC, bro. So that's up to PMR. If I DC, then that's it. I'm not gonna start a whole nother stream, man. If the game can't handle it, the game can't handle it. But we're gonna see. All right, let's jump in here. Looks like the online. Jester, this is prime time for America, man. Everyone's off work. Most people are home. 5 p.m. here where I'm at, and yeah, customs lobbies, like customs look dead. I think there was like 4 people, bro. 4 people. Anyway, we're gonna get some stuff done here. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my process, test and tune. One thing at a time, but I'm going to try to get as much done. I'm going to try to get these cars as quick as I can. Okay. So let's see. Oh. Anyway, it still has it. Let me save this. Watch this. 2.2.0.0.0.1 because we know they're gonna change it so many times, and I'm just gonna start numbering them. I think 1,000 places should cover us. All right. Anyway, so here's the setup right now. I'm running in this Porsche. I started a little bit earlier today, but we're gonna see if we can fine tune it and get it even better. What's up? We got 5 watching. We're definitely not gonna break any records today, but who cares, right? Let's just have fun. If you guys are watching and you want to join the test and tune, please do so. All right, let's get it. Let's go do some laps. Oh. Let me put my sound in my headset, not on the TV. There we go. So I had some funny comments lately. Oh, Lord. I've been accused. Apparently in my videos I use an AI bot voice. So you can really tell when people don't watch your live streams. They don't even know what you sound like, but they want to comment that you're an AI. Anyone know what a good lap time is here? Guess like 54s or so. Let's see if we can get this one. Default wise, it did not feel great. Yeah. Gotta love the sudden switch off of grip that you get when you're not even on the throttle. Partial throttle in a Porsche should always be extremely stable, but what do we know, right? We didn't do all the mathematics. But it's what we're given, and we just gotta deal with it. Oh. It's like, so it, they changed the NGT a while back, right? And one of the first cars that gave me the experience that we have now with GT3 is one of the NGT cars. It's the Dodge Viper in the NGT class, the competition coupe. And if you drive that car in its default settings, it feels like there's no front grip, then the front grip's up, and then the back's gone, just totally gone. It's almost like the chassis is extremely bound up. Like it can't get around itself. So you go from no front grip to suddenly having front grip and immediately overloading the rear tires and going into a spin that's unsavable. And that just reminds me of a really badly designed chassis, like a chassis that's really bound up on itself. If that makes sense to you guys. And I'm noticing that with everything that's receiving the overhaul, with the GT3 cars, the LMDHs, and it's like there's no edge of grip anymore. You know, there's nothing you can balance. No slipping. You know, in a real car, you can drive with the throttle. You know, the slip, like right there, like it's just, there's just nothing you can do. So I don't know. It seems the people that are saying GT3 is great are either, and LMDH is great, they're either these affiliates or they're people brand new to the game that watch these affiliates but everything feels like it's bound up, just doesn't want to turn, and then wham, it's in a spin. And this Porsche's I say suboptimal driving, but yeah, I mean, you know, more of the same. It just feels bound up. You know, you're fighting to get the car rotated, and it's like you're in a different car when you're in a high speed. Like let's say we do high speed corners and low speed corners. It doesn't even feel like it's the same car. It doesn't feel the same at all. So anyway, we can complain about it, or we can try to figure it out. Make setups that combat the terrible chassis dynamics. So that's what I'm here to do today. We'll see if we can figure it out. See, that's just like we're partial throttle there. There's no reason. There's no reason for that. And curbs are like absolute murder now. And I'd understand if it's a curb that is a large curb, you know, like a lot of the curbs at the Nordschleife. But curbs like that, and you're going like 30, 40 miles an hour, they'll just absolutely turn you. When we all know we can get in a Toyota Corolla and go around that curbing at that speed with no problems. Not hating on the Corollas for any Corolla drivers. But it just feels like there's no sidewall to these tires. And you watch any GT3 race, they bash these curbs, especially this one. see what kind of lap times we can turn. You have to just be so careful now. And I've seen people commenting crazy stuff on videos, like on Boris's video he released today. Someone commented, you have to take the first lap to heat up your tires. Generally, that would be true. But Boris has tire warmers on. And Boris was showing his second lap. It wasn't showing the out lap. And he even said in the video that he's skipping ahead. But I don't know. It's just like people, it's like people don't even watch the videos or see what's really happening with the game, and they get on and they comment. Like someone told me today, he's been playing ranked for 4 weeks and hasn't had a single disconnect. Oh yeah, sure. Sure you have, buddy. Tell me in the comments. I mean, if I'm wrong. You guys... Oh, yes. And you notice, like, you're always able to come out of a spin like that straight back onto the track. What's that about? Surely I'm not that great of a driver. It's just like there's so much weight in the front of the car or something. That's why these things are turning. I don't know what they've done, honestly. I won't even touch GT4. Those tires are good. Yeah, well, I did spin. I don't know. Maybe it seems like I'm ranting or whatever, but I'm just... I don't enjoy GT3 or GT4 anymore. Like... And certainly not LMDH. Like, I didn't even drive LMDH, right? But I did test the LMDH before they made the changes. And I made the video, and I didn't see anything wrong with them. You know, really. The throttle response was not great. That's about like the only issue I had. And then they go and make these changes, and it's like, why? Why did we make the front end of these non-existent? We basically took all the front downforce off, or they feel like they don't have any downforce. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But LMDA should be able to just absolutely fly through the bus stop at Daytona, and I'm having to slow down to third gear. And before you could take that bad boy in fourth. Anyone wants to join up, join up. A 55.4 there. Yeesh. I love how the curbing grabs you. sure. On throttle in a Porsche. I think I was doing like 54, low 54s in this thing. When I was working on the setup. Pretty good from that. It still doesn't compare to the BMW or Mercedes. This is low 53s. Turn and then overturns. And it's like, what do you do? The car's so inconsistent. So like, if I address the front not turning and make the front turn, then the rear end's just wild, you know, like. So what you can do to help initial turn in is the front slow bump. And then like mid corner would be the fast bump on the front. So maybe we'll make some adjustments. But we can't take huge swings. I mean, our tires look fine, other than the front's being way hotter than the rears. That should not be that difficult to get through there. I don't think I've made it through there clean once. That little chicane, it just really shows the problem with the chassis. Stop it! Kirby grabs the car and pulls it. Like, I don't know, like, past live streams, it can maybe tell I have fun or whatever, but like, oh no. Just everything's gotten worse, I think, just in my opinion. Like, the BOP of the cars is way worse. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and just complain about the game. And then online stability has been just horrendous. I I never experienced so much connection issues or disconnects. I think when I was testing before, I had it on summer. Or hot. This is average. But everything looks fine. Can't seem to run a decent lap. But one thing I've noticed consistent with updates is a bunch of people are around. Say the game will do an update, like this 2.2. They do an update, people make videos about it, and then the sim racing community, they're all over it, right? Everybody streaming PMR has 60, 70 viewers, you know, no matter what time they're streaming. And then there's this hype, and then the lobbies, and everything's just jumping. There's all these new players. That lasts for about a week and a half. And then, once the hype dies off, and everyone's done it, it's deader than ever. Like, hey, someone joined the lobby. Oh, what happened? What did I do? It's the only racing game I've ever played where I'll just get a random spin and I don't know why. Like, I wasn't off throttle when I wasn't off throttle. I had partial throttle. There was nothing there. And the car started spinning before I hit the curbing, so I don't even want to hear that it was a curb. Tires weren't hot. I don't know what that wing's back there doing. Maybe I should just turn it off. It's a mystery. Brakes later. Yeah, definitely the cooler temperatures. Welcome everyone to the stream. You want to join up in the test too? Jump on. Otherwise, it's going to be a one-on-one match in the race. I'm in the Porsche right now, which is definitely the slowest car in the class. We're running abysmal times. Oh, there we go again. Partial throttle coming off the curb. We didn't hit the curb in any kind of crazy way. Just check out. No warning. Rear end's gone. Nothing you can do. You're just riding. Alright, let's see if we can get a good lap in here. Maybe we won't touch that curbing. Hey, we got 4 people. Still got this. Alright, 54.6. I feel like I can go way quicker, man. There's just so many areas where... Oh, not the Lister Storm. To me, that counts as a problem, too. That Lister Storm is a GT car. And yet, here we are with a Lister Storm. There he goes. Let's check out this Lister Storm. It's a rare occurrence on the track. Can you find the hidden Lister Storm? There could be one on a track near you. He's not in the class for running, but he'll appear like a ghost in the night. Oh, wow. What happened there, guys? Anyone want to explain that one? Wasn't even on the curb. You know, generally, in a rear engine car, it goes a little bit sideways, you get on the throttle, kind of straighten it out. Once these tires check out, they're checked out. Ain't nothing you're going to do, buddy. I think I'm with Jester. If they do this to the older cars, the other classes, GT, GT1, GTO, I think I'm done too, honestly. I see I got some stuff in the chat. Oh, okay. That right there used to be just blasted. Like, watch him in real life, man. They fly through that. You gotta be all timid, man. All right, let me check. What's up, Evil Will? Carrie? Oil Slick? Carrie, it's going. Yeah, right, Evil. Yeah, not SimCade anymore, right? It's not Sim either. All right, Oil. Yeah. Yeah. If they overhaul those old cars, man, that's gonna be it for me. Pretty much everything that they've overhauled, quote unquote, since Aris came in, they have the same problem. You know, a front end that doesn't cooperate, and then when you get it to cooperate, the rear end absolutely checks out. And the moment the car starts going sideways, it's not savable. So, you know, the MX-5, a lot of the NGTs, like the Viper especially, the competition coupe Viper, absolutely terrible. If you want to feel a tremendously bad chassis, jump in that and drive it. Default setup, oh my gosh. That getting a setup for that was very frustrating. That competition coupe. But now it's carrying over into everything now. GT4, the cars in GT4, I mean, I don't want to say they don't feel bad. I can't tell. You do one lap and you got the Goodyear Lava ones. So, they need to fix the tires in GT4, GT3. Everything seems bound up. We're in a rear engine Porsche that doesn't rotate when you're off throttle. And then when it does rotate, it doesn't plant when you're on throttle. So, what are you going to do, man? Or what are you going to do? Scaly Belt, he's generally pretty quick. He's in a Porsche as well, 157. Might have spun or something. Sector 1 time's good. Sector 2 time, yeah. Sector 3. And we'll see. Maybe we'll have a good race. Based on like the short amount I've driven them, I'd say the best car in this lobby right now is that Mercedes GT3. I think it's a beast, man. I was clicking off like 53.2s or something. And that was pretty much default setup. I think I adjusted the slow bump and the slow rebound. Everything else was left alone, and the thing was hammering laps, man. All right, let's, yeah, the fuel level glitch, that's still a thing. Like, this is a saved setup with 6 gallons, but somehow it still always loads with 13. Some things never change. That's just the way it is. Some things that never change. We're gonna break out into song here. We can take the time to completely change the characteristics of the car, but we can't fix the fuel. The amount of fuel that loads. On a saved setup. I guess the fuel is not part of the setup. So it's set to 5 minutes. You may be able to get. I think it's just one lap. I like a single lap qualifier, man. That's what. Good luck to everyone in the race. Hope everyone has fun. See if I can clutch up. Oop, too late. Sure. 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 My guys, I could hit a curb in the Publix parking lot at that speed and not spin around. I didn't even hit that curb. I kind of just like went up onto it. And there was nothing I could do to keep that car from going around. Kirith, please, come save us. Come complain about the curbing. Who remembers that? Kirith previewed the game or reviewed the game. It's like the Cubs will kill ya. Yeah, play it now, buddy. You don't even have to hit him. Just get on him. And it's just that same thing. It's the chassis. The chassis just binds up on itself, and it can't recover. It's like there's some kind of twisted frame or something. No, I'm in third. It's just I couldn't have the tires and brakes set any more perfect. Let's see if we can steal this pole position. Make it through here. The chicane of death. Oof. Devil's backbone. 3, 4. Ah, we got it. Let's go. All right, let's see. Corvette is competitive. Yeah. I don't know, buddy. I've driven a Corvette. I've driven the Merc. I'm telling you, the Mercedes is a monster, man, especially around here. I'll get the Corvette. I was going to do just German cars today, but I don't know. Driving the Corvette around, what track was that? What track was that? Derby. And then hopping in some of the other cars, it was way worse. I'm sure they can all be decent. Appreciate everyone joining the lobby. guess I've improved it. So close to that wall. I'll get to the chat after the race. Looked like a good discussion. Baby it. Kind of baby it through there. Gosh, man. There's just nothing there. No grip. I should have set up to this after the race. Again, I shared it at the beginning of the stream. If you want to rewind if you can. Oops, someone took out the cone. Run out of there compared to the previous lap. If we could just nail this down. Right about what the qualifying time was. Stay. Tried to get too much out of it. I was 10th up too. Now I'm 10th down. Almost 2. Nope. See? I started steering way before. This should have been easily saved. I wouldn't try to rejoin her for anybody. I'm done with it. Good race. I was embarrassed. Good race. All right, let's see. Okay, I did 54.6, I think. All right, catching up. Yeah, what would Kira say now? Oh my gosh, it'd be hilarious. Yeah, but I did spin, so you won, my guy. You got raised me. All right, so let's work our way down the line. Next German car would be the Mercedes. I did share the setup for that Porsche, guys. I wanted to do it after the race, but of course you can't. So, or at least I missed my opportunity because I was reading chat. But if you want to rewind, I show the setup for that Porsche. Runs pretty good, 54s, but it's off pace, man. Porsche's the slowest car in the class. Let's hit the Mercedes now. Oh, everyone's in the Mercedes. Look at that. Look at that. Probably going to revisit the BMW as well. Show you guys what I got going on with this Mercedes. I changed, like I said, like 2 things on it, which is the slow bump and the slow rebound. And the car feels pretty good. I'm just kind of like, it's just like the problems I'm feeling in these cars. It's not really a, I mean, yeah, maybe you can adjust the suspension and make things happen, but it's really a chassis thing, man. I'm telling you. All right, so yeah. So there it is. This is what we're at now, and here's where you can tell. Here's where you can tell that they have issues, right? That something's whack is right here. Their default ride heights were positive 0.24 in the front, and we're minus 0.28 in the rear. And then when you look at the ride height in the telemetry up there, it says that they're both 2.3, 2.3. Now, in a real car, if you add bump stop, so look, I'm adding 2 inches of bump stop, and the ride height goes down. Someone tell me how that makes sense. If I add 2 inches of bump stop in the rear and it makes the ride height go down, front and back. Let's add bump stop here. Where's the bump stop? We're at 1.4 here in the front. Okay, and now we go up. Like they're both going up together, right? Look. We're 2.2 here till 1.6, 1.8, and then we go to 2, and it bumps the whole car up 0.4 inches, 0.2 inches, a quarter of an inch. Why are we doing this? Someone needs to ask Eris this. Why are we doing the ride heights like this? And when you make them level, if you play any other sim, you'll see people usually have the rear of the car a little bit higher than the front of the car. And that does 2 things. It puts the wing more in the air, so you have more stability, right? You have more downforce, but also on the slower stuff, or like even some of the faster direction changes like Eau Rouge, you know, it gives you a little bit of rake, and you can left-right pretty quick. But if you do too much rake, then it makes the rear of the car really unsettle, right? Like the rear of the car will just swap ends. But why are we doing this? Why? I've noticed this with the front engine cars. It's the front is high and the rear is low. And if you make them level, like if you level, let's try something here. Let's ride height adjust. Let's go 0. By the way, my ride height is not changing on the telemetry up there. So let's just make note of that. But we're 0, 0 on the ride height. And oh, now see, it's like only the front changes. That says telemetry front, so it's only showing the front. Okay, rear, ride height rear. I see it here down the bottom. Okay, so ride height here is saying 3 inches, and the front's 1.8 inches, with both of them set at 0. So why, with both of them set at 0, are we 1.2 inches higher in the rear? Why? Why? What was it? 28, 28? Just doesn't make sense. So we're almost maxed out on height in the front, and we're like halfway low in the rear. Make it make sense, guys. And it'll drive great, but if you level it, it's undrivable. Okay, yeah. Well, get on any other sim and find me a car that works that has the ride heights like this. Anyway, I'm just going to drive. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not racing my whole life. I'm just a guy with 700 subscribers. Oh boy, tires must be cold. Are they cold? Nope. Oh, I know what it is. Nope, not that either. Okay, well, I guess the front end's just... Front tires feel like they're marshmallows. And I played with the ride heights on the thing earlier, and it was just like anything not crazy like that with the rear low was just, you couldn't drive. It just wanted to swap ends on you. So I don't know, man. I think they got like major chassis issues, and they're doing funky things to hide them. I thought the Porsche didn't turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone took out the markers. So if the ride height's low, in the rear, what's making the rear 1 point whatever higher than the front? What's causing that? What's causing that? That difference, that it has to be made up like that. This doesn't make sense. It's not the bump stop, because the bump stop's in the front. Front has 1.6 or whatever bump stop. And the rear's like 0.2 or something. Sounds like locking up. So our best in a Porsche was a 124.6, so we'll get some 6. This feels slower, but the Porsche straightaway speed is very bad. It's bad. Time we get here. Come on, man, turn. Sheesh. I'm scared to get on the throttle if I have any part of curb under the car. It's just no confidence. Not the yellow. Up, up. Touch the curb of death. Like, I'm having to get on the phone so late. Does this dash show the lap time anywhere? Let's see. The car sounds great. We got 11 people in the air. ready. The Lister Storm. Lister Storm sightings are at 2, folks. 2. 3 Lister Storms. Lister. I'm waiting to see a shiny one. What color is the shiny Lister? Anyone know? Pokemon reference for those who know. Killed that corner. Good race going. We got wicked sideways. See, in this car you can just rotate it with the throttle, which is nice. But the front end is just dead, bro. Like, you can't really feel it. The BMW, I can feel the front end really well. Is it another Lister Storm? Why are they all Lister Storms? Am I about to get a DC? Does it do that when I don't have the paint job downloaded? Is that what it is? Like, what is that? Why am I seeing Lister Storms? Darth Vader's gonna show up pretty soon. Uh-oh. We'll go back to pits, I'll show you guys the setup. Do not fear the curb, sir! Oh, okay. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Not the spin of pride. That mover coming out of that last corner was nasty. Did y'all see that? Alright. So, vehicle setup. Here's the setup, guys. I'm telling you, pretty much all I changed was the slow bump and fast bump. I think. Might have adjusted some other stuff. Toe in, I think maybe I touched. Yeah, toe in, front and rear. Might have upped the camber. Engine and drivetrains untouched. Traction control and ABS, of course, I changed. That spin was nice. Nice spin, sir. I commend you. Who was that even? Yeah, I hear you, AV races. Yeah, you're right. Every update, it's like completely different. A lot of people like it, but I don't. Mainly because, let's say So at one point I had almost all the GT3 cars done and on the channel. So let's say I go through and I do setups for all the GT3 cars. And then next week, they completely change the physics in the tire model again. And then I have people coming to my channel, taking their time out of their day, to look up my video for a GT3 Mercedes. And then they get on their game, they, you know, maybe they write it down, or maybe they're looking at the screenshots on their phone. They enter it in, then they do some laps. But that setup's no good anymore, right? It's not viable anymore. They're not going to come back, you know what I'm saying? To me, I look at it like a quality thing, you know, like a product. My setups, to me, and I want people to have good experiences. Well, if they keep doing this, then it really makes me not even want to bother with GT3. Like, I'm at the point, like, I don't even want to bother with GT3, because I feel like it's just going to change again, like 2 weeks, you know, and I got to do it all over again. I got to spend all this time, you know what I mean, which is no big deal if I was getting paid for it. You know, like if my setups were behind a paywall, then I would love the constant changes. You know, like if I was Go setups or something. But my gosh, like I would have to grind like constantly to keep up with this. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyway, showed you all the setup for Mercedes. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna get back on this track here. And 11 minutes remaining. Actually, let's make a change, see what happens. Let's do something. So, question I have is, right, like I said earlier, what is in the suspension that makes it, and 20.20 positive is maxed. What's in the suspension that makes, and this is skewed because there's bump stop in the front. So let's take the bump stop and put it in the same thing as the rear. So we're at 3.3 inches in the rear right now, and we're at 2.2 inches in the front. What is in the suspension that's making the rear an inch higher? Can anyone answer that? Can anyone answer that? What is in the suspension that's making the rear of the car 1 inch higher? If our ride height is set the same, our bump stops are set the same, and our spring rate is even softer on the rear, it's a mystery. So let's see, what's the lowest we can go in the front? So let's go 0. So 0.28, what's that, like 0.5 difference? Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Like the last time I can remember running the rear lower than the front was in Forza Motorsport 3 in the LMP cars, and that's because it gave us like crazy speed on the straightaway because we're taking the rear wing out of the equation, and it just worked because we could still drive the cars. Maybe Eris is an old Forza Motorsport 3 nerd. Whoa, bro, did y'all see that? Look at this. Y'all should have felt that in the wheel. Bro, I hit the brakes so hard that I dug into the earth. That was wild. Am I able to clip that? I am. Last 3 minutes. That's going to the mailbag. Jester, I got something for your mailbag. Wow. I hit the brakes and just saw the what's it called? The upside down? Oh, here he is. Oh my God. Oh. What should I do? Should I hit the gas? Look at it. Oh, all right, we'll reset. There's another. That's a new one. I didn't see that before the update. Wow. Oh, whoa, what was that? Oh, someone hit me. Okay. Man, I can't see him. Who is it? There. Go ahead, good sir. Oh, the tires got cold. I guess it's really cold under the earth. Man, that is hilarious. That's hilarious, guys. I don't play this game. Like I don't play online much, and the fact that every time I do get online, I encounter something crazy. It's wild. It's like some ride height. Remember, this is the BMW's got some pace now. Oh man. It's a race. Let's see what kind of time we can jam. ABS keeps changing like that. That's another thing. The ABS keeps changing. I wonder if my ride height's making me dive into the earth. Never saw it before I changed the ride height. What a run out of there. Absolute hilarity. Just fantastic. Quick hands to save it when it goes sideways. I was half expecting it to do the dive again. I got 22 people in this lobby. Wow. Heard me. Looks like someone got it wrong. I don't know how there's no comments after the dive into the earth. That was wild. Stormtrooper. Just getting loose. Still a ton of time out there, man. 2 minutes left. Let's get a good lap in. Got more people in the lobby than I got watching the stream. We're steering right now. Yeah. Lap time's bipolar. It's up to 10, down to 10. Oh, he's off. I seen that coming, bro. I love that. I got a community that likes to troll. Alright. I seen them trying to get back on the track, man. That was fun. It's one of them. If I'm spinning, no one's winning type rejoins. Race is going to be wild. Good luck, everybody. Have fun.